Let's talk about the Mega Backdoor Roth 401k in 2021. This is an unbelievable provision, becoming more and more popular within 401k plans, although it is taking a little while to catch on. It only became a thing a few years ago. Already available at companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Salesforce, VMware, Boeing, Snapchat, and frankly, hopefully whatever company you're working for. I presume that's why you're probably looking at this video. I'm going to walk you through why you should take advantage of this provision, give you a step-by-step on how it works, and then talk about how you can benefit from this. First off, a very quick disclaimer, and moving right along. So why take advantage of the Mega Backdoor Roth 401k? Well, in short, it's going to let you set aside a lot more money for retirement. Typically, folks are limited to how much they can save into retirement accounts each year. If you're under 50, you can set aside $19,500 into a 401k, and then $6,000 into either a traditional or Roth IRA. Depending on the company that you work for, the Mega Backdoor Roth 401k could allow you to set aside substantially more money each year into a Roth account. Before we dive too deep into the details, I think it is important to realize that to be eligible for the Mega Backdoor Roth 401k, you have to work for a company that allows you to make after-tax contributions to your 401k, and then your 401k has to allow for in-plan Roth conversions. The good news is we're seeing more and more companies allow this provision within their 401k. If you're unsure if you're eligible, reach out to your HR department to find out more. Now let's dive right into the good stuff. In this example, I'm going to assume that you are under 50 years old, so you can contribute a total of $19,500 to your 401k in 2021. Obviously, if you're over 50, you can contribute an extra $6,500 for a total contribution of $26,000. Now, the odds are that your employer will also provide some sort of a 401k match. In this example, we're just going to assume that your employer puts in $5,500 to your 401k for a total contribution between you and your employer of exactly $25,000. Now, what you might not know, though, is that the federal limit for total dollars going into a 401k in 2021 for those that are 50 and under is $58,000. This is actually an increase of $1,000 from where it was in 2020. So going back to our example, this means that there's a difference of $33,000 between what you and your employer originally put in and then what the IRS allows. So this is where things get a little bit tricky, but this is in essence the entire crux of the Mega Backdoor Roth conversion strategy. You see, the companies that allow the Mega Backdoor Roth conversion will let you make an after-tax contribution into your 401k. And each company is a little bit different. So some companies are going to let you max out that entire difference, that entire delta. So in this example, it would be $33,000. Some companies might say you can only put in a certain percentage of salary. So maybe they say you can only put in 10% of your salary. Whereas other companies might say you can put in a total of $20,000 or a certain dollar amount into the after-tax portion of the account. Now, as soon as those contributions are made, you'll want to convert those after-tax dollars to Roth as soon as you possibly can. Now, some plans will do this for you automatically. They'll have a drop-down right on the contributions section within your 401k that you can just say, please convert these dollars as soon as possible. Others, it might be a little bit more manual. You might have to reach out to your 401k provider and say, please convert these dollars, or please set up automatic conversions on a go-forward basis for me. If this is helpful so far, if you smash that like button, you're going to help so many other people find this video and learn all about the Mega Backdoor Roth conversion and hopefully save a lot more for retirement. Anyway, moving on, let's think about this for a second. I can contribute $6,000 to a Roth on an annual basis outside of my 401k, but if you work for one of these companies that allows the Mega Backdoor Roth conversion, you might be able to contribute over 4 times as much to a Roth as I can by using this feature within your 401k, which from a long-term savings perspective, frankly, is a bit mind-blowing. Now, this provision is so powerful because if you're saving money for the long term above and beyond your 401k, you're almost certainly saving into a taxable account. Now, this might be an individual brokerage account, it could be a joint account, it could be a community property account. Well, within these taxable accounts, inevitably you're going to have investments, and those investments might kick off interest income, dividends, capital gains, all of which is taxed each and every year. So over the long run, there can be a pretty substantial tax drag on performance, especially when you compound this year after year. In a Roth, on the other hand, the same interest income, dividends, capital gains, that's all tax-free. And then in retirement, you can manage distributions from your different accounts, which in fact gives you a ton of flexibility in terms of retirement distributions and the opportunity to save even more money from a tax perspective. Feel free to add me on LinkedIn if you want to connect. My name is Lars Phillips with Avier Wealth Advisors. There are not a lot of other Lars Phillipses out there. I've also included contact information here on this slide. I do post a lot of content related to the Mega Backdoor Roth Conversion, along with other saving strategies, investment strategies, and financial planning strategies. Looking forward to connecting, and let us know if we can help. Cheers.